guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have imported this WD-M2 locomotive model over here in Substance Painter. So if you see this, how you can import it is very important. Is like you can export it from 3ds Max in FBX format or OBJ format, and you can just go into file, new, and you can just open it. You can just call the file from here and let's import it. So once you import it, it's very important. Now you see that after importing over here, all these layers are different. So as you can see, we have grouped all different elements everywhere. So if you can see, we have grouped everything separately. You see this. So each and every element has been separated over here. As you can see, few of them are not renamed it. We can rename it, not a problem. So you see that each and every stuff is different over here now. So as you can see, we had grouped all this stuff. So we have some multiple references. If you want, we can go with any of the references, or else we can do our own shading over here. So let's get started one by one. So very important is like, let's start up with the main body first. Let's click. Whenever you are going to start up, let's go into the texture set settings, and you have a property over here called bake mesh maps. So I'm going to bake this mesh maps first. So I have shown you some of the examples in my beginner tutorial that whenever you are importing any kind of a mesh, after unwrapping over here, you need to bake it over here. So we'll bake this over here, then we can start doing the texturing. So in the baking process, you're going to transfer your high poly model data onto the textures over here. So you are baking normal map, ID map, occlusion map, thickness map. Let's make it as height map as well. If you need, you can just click on this and click on bake selected texture. So I have already baked it over here. So you can see this, all the maps which are baked over here are visible over here. So let's go to the main body, and I'll start assigning some of the metal materials over here. I have downloaded some of the materials over here. We can go over here. So I can, if you have it, or else I'll just go over here and I'll assign some of the materials. So let's see what kind of materials we can assign. So this is a plastic gloss stained. This is hand painted. Let's go over here and let's assign this. Go into this layer shader, delete this, and let's just drag and drop over here first. So once you drag and drop, you will see that this is totally assigned on top of this. Let's go over here. If you can see, there's a lot of rusting over here. Let's go into the rust over here. You can just click over here. So let's click over here, and you can change some properties. I can do the tiling stuff if needed over here. Let's go again into this, go into this. I'll just keep it as, so for the rust we'll go over here down. We can only keep the color map. If you want, you can only keep the color map as well. Metal you can add it, normal map slightly we can add it. Dirt, we have the dirt, we can do the tiling stuff. Metal base, let's go over here and let's slightly push it a bit more darker. And very important, let's just keep it as a color map over here. Metal roughness, I won't add roughness, I'll just off the roughness. Height map, you have the height map, so that can be used over here into the rust if needed. So this is what your mask editor is. So I can slightly just reduce this global balance into the mask editor, global contrast, texture. You want some variations, you can slightly give some variations, not much. So we have used a grunge over here. We can just balance this grunge accordingly. Alright. Now let's go over here. Let's again take one more, go over here. Let's go into the metal. I can just take any kind of a metal over here. Let's just take a metal railing stuff, not railing part. We can just take a rust course over here. Let's assign on top of it, and let's just take a black mask if needed. So let me first save as it. All right. So let's just give a black mask and let's add a generator, and into the generator I'll just add a metal edge wear over here. So if you can see now, the edge wear is only affecting the edges over here. That looks good over here. You can increase or decrease the wear level if needed. So you can see, so that can only be added at the corners. So I have added one metal edge wear over here. Again I'll add over here a levels over here. Let's add some levels. So if you need to add some levels, that can be added over here. You can just make it more rough if needed. So let's go into the rust part and go down, and if you want, we'll keep this color. This is a perfect color over here right now. So I can just click over here. Okay, that's okay. This is okay. Alright, so let's again go into the machinery part. Let's go over here into the rust. Let's go into the rust, go into the attributes. You can go down. Okay, this is for the color part. Okay, this is what the mask editor is. Let's click on this dust range. Okay, I'll just remove this. So you see, if we increase the roughness, it's going to be very shiny over here. I'm just trying to reduce that. We don't need that. Again, I'll go down to the dirt part. To the height. Alright, you can slightly just add a bit of roughness to it. Not much, but a bit. So that's your metal base, your mask editor. All right. All right. Now let's go over here. Just save it again. Again, I'll go into this. I'll just assign. Go to the top. Again, take a fill layer. Let's add a black mask. Go into the mask. We have a alpha. Let's go down into the alpha over here, and into that we'll go to the text over here, and let's take any of the text. So let's just write down the text over here. So we can just try out some other text. Over here. Size, you can slightly just reduce it, and you can write this over here. as well, 17242. I can just write it in this way, and if you want to give some thickness, that can be added later on as well. We can just make it as black, that would be better. So I'll go over here, I'll just give the color as black, go into this, let's just write it over here in this way. Alright. So I have some references, we'll go through some references over here. So I'll just go over here. Can assign any of this. Let's open some references over here of it. So I can just go over here, and the number which we gave is 17242. That's the same number, 17242, and I can increase the brush size over here and can just click it. So we can just get the number over here exactly wherever it is required. So as you can see over here, we have assigned this stuff. So we can just save the file once. So if you want, you can add some more roughness as well wherever it is required. So we can add few of the things. Alright. So guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the coming tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.